Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for November 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings. And to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Ascendant, and Scorpio Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign. So you might want to check that out. And if you would like to know what this noise is, there he is, the dog that's going to snore through the entire video. So just to give you a heads up, that's what it is. And also, happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. I hope you have a fantastic solar return and birthday year. All that being said, Scorpio, now on to your November 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have in your reading is the Hierophant or Hierophant, however you want to pronounce it. And this is God or a high priest or pope giving you a blessing, could be also giving you a warning, could indicate higher education and higher learning. This could also indicate spirituality of some sort, religion or spirituality. It could also indicate that you're learning something or that you are teaching something. You're going through some kind of osmosis or process of change, and if it's not you changing personally, you may be doing a lot of changes to your environment around you. It's almost like cleaning. I feel like you're going to get really into cleaning, like even cleaning, above the door jambs, the woodwork, everything, walls, like I don't know if it's because you're afraid that you're going to catch something or that somebody entered your home that now is sick with something you want to get rid of. I don't know, but I see you. That's one of the things you're doing is like massive cleaning. Some of you Scorpios are going to be talking to a superior if you work for another business or another company and you are not self-employed, asking them for a promotion and or a raise. I feel like you will be granted this if you can prove that it's warranted. If you deal with any kind of social work of any kind or therapy sessions or counseling sessions, I see, or people with special needs of any kind, I see you assembling groups. Maybe groups that are going to work together or new groups of some sort. Some things are changing in your life that are connected to do with the patterns in which you live your life, about when you get up, when you start your this, your that. Like, if you normally would get up at 6, maybe you're going to get up at 7. If you would eat breakfast first and then go off to work, maybe now you're going to get up and start meditating or exercising or eating at a different time. Like, I get like patterns of your daily life are going to be shifting and changing, and that could also involve work schedules. Some of you are going to be taking apart some things that were flawed and return them. So if you bought like any entertainment centers, any furniture, any, or even, especially involving cameras, technology, surveillance equipment, televisions, computers, anything to do with recording devices or technology, that applies here too. I see you taking them apart and returning them. Some of you may have, if you have yards, you may find you have a vast amount of underbrush that needs to get cleared out, or, yards that need to be, bushes need to be clipped and raked out, and, leaves need to be put away. I don't know. It's like, I get like underbrush, raking, trimming, trees and all that, if you have that kind of thing going on in your property. So a lot of cleanup of stuff going on in your life, in your home, out of your home. Four of Cups is your next card, Scorpio, and this is ruminating. going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worriment, thinking about the past, pondering a decision, worrying about a decision. It could be some kind of opportunity or a great blessing comes to you unexpectedly out of the blue. So be on the lookout for that. I feel like there's something that you're trying to hide your feelings and emotions about for some reason. It could be a business partner or someone you work closely with, or your significant other. You don't want them to know everything about how you feel about something going on, your internal state. You're kind of concerned about your vibes. I see you worried about like, well, I don't want to put out bad vibes because I don't want to attract more of the things that I don't like to come to me. So I feel like you're really going to be in tune with, you know, what you think about or you bring about, where attention goes, energy flows. You're going to be thinking all about that kind of thing. So you're going to be very cognizant about what vibes you're putting out there. You're not going to want to be saying too much negative stuff or putting negative vibes out because you don't want to attract it to you. You may find that in November you start honing in on a particular craft or subject that you're going to pour a lot of your energy and focus into in this month. So for some of you, it could be a creative project or endeavor that for your own enjoyment, but for others of you, it could be like something that you want to develop and grow, like a talent or a skill. You're going to be very cautious and hold yourself back from making any big decisions or leaps this month of November 2020. You could have an opportunity that comes to you where you have the chance to review something from the past that you can then decide what you want to do with it. For some of you, it could be like an old job returns and you could go back to a job you had before, but do you want to do that job? You may not want to. Or an old love relationship comes back from the past and you have the opportunity to, do you want to go back to that partner or do you want to stay away from it? Could be an old friendship, could be some other thing like a gym you used to go to. Maybe it was closed and now it's opening up again and you're thinking, do I want to go back and revisit that or do I not feel ready to do it yet? You may have family that's putting some kind of pressure on you that wants you to change or do something. So you could be getting some family pressures in November. You may be aware of some people doing some shady moves or cheating on tests or doing things in an unscrupulous way, and you may have to think about and decide what you're going to do with that. Are you going to tell the teacher? Are you going to tell powers that be? Are you going to keep it to yourself? You've got some weird decisions coming up here for some of you Scorpios. Six of Pentacles is next, and this is you giving money charitably and freely and generously to others. It could be you receiving charity and generosity from others. It could also indicate the balance of give and take. It can also indicate financial success in some endeavor. You're going to put together some brilliant plan that everybody's going to really be like, yay, I'm going to jump on board and get on board with it. You may even have some people that are going to really be asking you for help, like for your instruction, wanting to know how to do something. I just sneezed right there, so that's the truth. That's what a psychic friend told me years and years ago. Your brilliance is really going to shine this month, and how astute you are will stand out. You've got a lot of power in changing a lot of things, and you can make those changes and have that power through money that you can spend, money you can put into it. If you homeschool your kids, you could be having kids asking you, how do I do this? How do I do something? You could have, or kids in your family, your own kids, grandkids, Some of you have kids there's kids around you that are going to be asking you to teach them how to do something or help them out in some way. You may find that you have to shell out money or give things to people to get them off your back and to keep them quiet this month as well. Don't try not to get yourself into a stance of escapism, because you could have some old wounds that kind of resurface or open up that are upsetting to you, and you may want to escape through, drinking or drugs or retail therapy. So you have to be careful of escapism. If you had any surgeries recently, in the recent month or two, there could be something with a surgery. Like some stitches could open up and need to be restitched, or some surgical procedure doesn't mean it has to be redone again. It just may need to be maybe it's time for you to go back. You had the surgery so many weeks ago. Now they want you to go back and they want to look at it. So looking at surgical scars or healing of anything to do with surgeries or illnesses come up for you this month. The next card you have, Scorpio, is the Knight of Swords. And I swear this Knight of Swords seems to come up a lot over the years for Scorpios for some reason. So the Knight of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could also be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's an air sign, or if you're born on the Libra-Scorpio cusp. You could have a real clash or a battle of wills with some air sign this month. They're driving their point home, and they could be driving a very hard bargain, and you're going to have to contend with them or deal with them this month. And they're going to come at you with all the indignant righteousness that they have and with all the power and veracity that they've got. So this is not somebody that's going to come in. They're going to come at you with a force, so you need to be prepared. They could be asking you some difficult questions that you have to answer. This could be a love partner to you. This could be a boss. They may be asking you to explain yourself, explain certain things, or explain yourself in some manner. The only thing that you can do is just give them the best answers that you can, and let the chips fall where they may, really. This is somebody that's very prideful, very dynamic. They want things to happen. They're not coming at you calmly. I feel like they're trying to shake you up. I feel like whatever they're doing, they're trying to rattle your cage. They're trying to shake you up. This could be a friend even doing this. Maybe you have a friend that's going to be like, hey, where have you been? I haven't seen you around. How come you're not calling me? I text you, you don't answer me back. Or, that kind of blah, 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 blah energy coming at you. It could be a love partner. Maybe you've been blowing somebody off a little bit, and they're going to come at you like, hey, why are you blowing me off? I'm trying to connect with you, but you're not answering. That kind of energy is coming from this Knight. You may feel like they're arrogant, or they're too much for you to deal with right now. You may feel like you want to put the brakes on with them. They're very manipulative. They're very controlling. These energies are coming at you. So Scorpio, you have to think a minute, who is this in your life? And you may say, I know somebody like that, but they're not an air sign. But maybe you don't know what their rising sign or moon sign is. Maybe this is them if this is their rising or moon sign. So you have to keep that in mind. So the next card you have in your reading is the Page of Rods. And the Page of Rods is a fire sign person. This is either an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be you, Scorpio, if you have a rising sign or moon sign that is a fire sign, or if you're born on the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. You're going to be going round and round with them. There's going to be a lot of conversation between you and the Page of Rods in November. Some of you, this could be a child to you that moved away and now they're in some kind of financial debt or some situation where they find they may need to move back home. Maybe they want to quit college, maybe they don't like college, or maybe they were in a love relationship that broke up and now they want to move back home. For some of you, this is what's happening with the Page of Rods. For some of you, this Page of Rods person could be somebody in your life that's going through some kind of gastric problems. They could have digestive problems. They could be going through gastric bypass and they're trying to recover from it. This could be you if that is something going on with you and you have a rising or moon sign that's a fire sign. Some of you, this could be a child to you that has lost their job and they may need to move back home because they lost their job, or they may be asking you to help them out with money because they need to make their rent. Now, keep in mind, pages can be children. They can be adults that are immature or adults that are young at heart. They can also be messengers. If this is a messenger, they're bringing you a message about money or business or some new birth of something or growth of something. For some of you, this Page of Rods is somebody in your life that's resisting change. They don't like something that they're having to deal with or go through, or some kind of transformation or something that's shifting or changing in their life. They may feel like you aren't totally listening to them, or they want you to hear them. They may say, "You're not listening to me, Scorpio. I need you to pay attention. I need you to hear me." And you may look at them like, you know what, your communication skills are horrible or in question. You may not feel like good about how they're communicating. It maybe not even in just this situation. You may feel like this Page of Rods needs to work on their communication skills. So this could be a friend of yours, one of your kids, your spouse, who knows? But it's a fire sign person, sun, moon, or rising, that you're like, your communication skills need a lot of work. Could be a coworker to you or somebody you have to deal with. Like I said, it could be one of your kids or grandkids even. So a lot of possibilities. When the people cards come up, that makes your readings more confusing because the people cards mean multiple different people and it makes it a lot harder for it to make sense to you. So I seriously suggest you watch your rising sign if you know it, to get a more clear picture of what's going for you this month of November 2020. So the gemstone crystal that I got for you this month of November 2020, that's the best one for you to work with, use, meditate, put on your chakras when you meditate, or carry it with you, or get a beaded bracelet, or wear it as a pendant, sleep with it under your pillow. You got amethyst. So amethyst is the best gemstone crystal for the Scorpio people to work with in the month of November 2020. It's going to make you feel more empowered through the ability to connect with your spirit guides more strongly and to obtain access your psychic ability, your higher self, and your own intuition, and receive channeled information a lot better. It's going to increase your psyche and your psychic ability. It's also going to be a gemstone that's going to make you feel a lot calmer. It's also, conversely, at the same time, almost opposite of that, where you feel your energy is dipping and low. This is actually going to perk up and elevate your energy. So even though it's going to make your emotions calm, it's going to be a gemstone when your vitality is low that kind of gives you a pick-me-up. It's also going to help you get more plugged in and tuned into yourself about what is it that your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical bodies need. Like, what do you need? Do you need more rest? Do you need to eat better foods? Do you need to practice more self-care? Do you need exercise? Whatever it is, Amethyst is going to help you really, if you focus on it and meditate with it, it's going to steer you in the right direction of what you actually need to benefit you this month of November. So that seems like a good stone for you, Scorpio, for this month of November 2020. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can go check out my special video series I record for very specific topics at my Vimeo on-demand pages. Those links are always posted below each video of the most recent series I've recorded, down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can get them on the videos page on my website at www.theluckymermaid.com. You go to the video series you want, click on the sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. The most recent video series I've recorded is my full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, November 30th, 2020, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Those predictions go out for 6 months. You may have already started being affected by that eclipse in November in Gemini in the month of October. So some of these energies have already started, but they're going to last for 6 months after the 30th of November. Also, my Mars retrograde psychic crystal readings, those predictions are still in play, where I looked into my crystal and gave you psychic predictions and messages for each sign of the zodiac as to how Mars retrograde was going to affect your rising sign is extremely important, your sun sign, and your moon sign. Those predictions start on September 9th, 2020 and go until January 2nd, 2021. We're out of Mars retrograde on November 14th, but there's still the shadow period that follows all the way until January 2nd of 2021. So there's still time. If you haven't checked them out, they're still in play as far as the predictions. Also, my past, present, and future psychic tarot readings using the Osha Zen Tarot deck. Those readings go out 1 year, and I think I recorded them in May. So we still have all the way until May of 2021 for those predictions to be in play. And my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings, those are very unique, using the very unique Osha Zen Tarot deck, and those predictions go out all the way until November of 2021. Also, don't forget, every month, my psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac as an expansion of these videos here. When I stop recording, I'm going to look right into this crystal and start reading for your zodiac sign next. And so if you want to see what else my guides have to say for you for November of 2020, you might want to check out the crystal readings for November. That link is also posted below this video. If you would like to donate and help support this channel and the work I do here with the readings I put on YouTube, there's a donation link down below underneath all those different video series links I have posted below. You just click on that donation link and it goes over to PayPal. And a big thank you so much for all of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help me. It does mean a lot. I thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages channeled through me from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use different divination tools, different oracle cards, angel cards, tarot cards, my crystal, sacred geometry cards, animal totem cards. You never know what cards. And the predictions really do resonate with a lot of people. You may find that they resonate with you as well. So you might want to check them out. I'd love to see you on my social media pages over there. And some people have asked me, well, what sign is it for? I believe if you're directed and feel pulled to read those messages that I put on over there, you are meant to see it. So there's some message in there for you. Maybe one, maybe many. So you just have to check them out. So I hope you have absolutely awesome energy come to you this month of November 2020. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.